Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Battleverse. Today we are venturing into one of the most mysterious landscapes on Earth, a place where secrets are buried in sand, where silence hides ambition, and where the future of global power could be quietly rehearsed without the world ever knowing. We are talking about China's deserts, vast and remote regions that stretch for hundreds of miles, appearing empty from the ground but revealing astonishing mysteries when seen from above. Satellite imagery has unveiled strange geometric patterns, enormous grids etched into the earth, lifelike replicas of military bases, full-scale outlines of aircraft carriers, and runways that seem to stretch endlessly into nowhere. The question is simple but chilling. What exactly is China hiding in its desert, and why are these structures so deliberately constructed in some of the most isolated regions on the planet? The first impression of the exterior of these installations is haunting. Imagine flying over endless dunes, barren lands scorched by the sun, lifeless plains of yellow dust, and then suddenly, in the middle of nowhere, you see something that shouldn't be there. Perfectly straight lines carved into the sand, shapes resembling runways, and vast rectangular fields that look almost like giant circuit boards laid flat against the earth. To the untrained eye, they might appear like alien symbols or some sort of ancient megastructure, but to military analysts, they speak the language of war and preparation. These are no natural accidents. These are deliberate, calculated, man-made creations designed with precision, serving a purpose far beyond what the casual observer could imagine. What lies inside is even more intriguing. Beneath the surface, hidden from view, are believed to be command centers, storage facilities, and underground bunkers designed to house advanced technology. The interiors of these desert structures are not about beauty or comfort. They are about resilience, secrecy, and endurance. Shielded walls protect sensitive equipment from prying eyes in the sky, and electronic shielding prevents signals from being intercepted. The inside of these complexes is likely filled with control rooms glowing with monitors, operators tracking simulated strikes, engineers monitoring missile performance, and analysts studying data collected from endless desert trials. Everything inside is built for purpose, controlled, efficient, and secretive. The performance of these desert test sites is where things get even more fascinating. Why would a nation build mock-ups of American aircraft carriers in the middle of the desert? Why replicate entire layouts of military airbases and place them in barren sandfields? The answer is chillingly logical: performance testing. China is using these mock targets to simulate real battle scenarios, training its missiles to lock onto moving targets, and rehearsing strikes against replicas of the most powerful symbols of American naval dominance. By doing so, they ensure that when the time comes, their weapons are already calibrated, already tested, and already deadly accurate. This performance edge means that war can be fought virtually in advance, long before the first shot is ever fired. Safety, ironically, is also part of the equation. Conducting such experiments and tests in highly populated areas would be catastrophic if something went wrong. A missile misfire, a fuel explosion, or a guidance malfunction could lead to civilian casualties, widespread panic, and international headlines. But in the desert, the risk is contained. The vast empty lands act as a buffer, absorbing the failures while protecting the people. The safety features built into these operations go beyond geography. Secure perimeters, decoy installations to mislead spies, and even underground chambers ensure that accidents remain invisible to the outside world. Safety here doesn't mean safety for all, it means safety for the state's ambitions, safety for its secrets, and safety for its future strategies. What makes this project uniquely powerful is its combination of secrecy and scale. The unique selling point of these desert installations is not just that they exist, but that they exist at such a staggering magnitude. No other country has constructed full-size replicas of enemy assets on this level. It's like building a giant outdoor military laboratory where every experiment is rehearsed in advance. These structures allow China to practice the destruction of its enemies without ever firing a shot in actual conflict. It's war without war, battle without consequences, rehearsal without the world's permission. The uniqueness lies in the audacity. China is effectively saying, we are not just preparing, we are simulating victory. Of course, none of this comes cheap. The price of such massive undertakings is staggering, measured not only in financial terms but also in political and strategic currency. Billions of dollars are being poured into these projects, funds that could easily build cities or transform industries. But in the desert, this money is transformed into power, into preparation, into a silent signal to the world. The political price is even greater. Every structure that is discovered by satellites raises questions in the West, sparks debates in intelligence circles, and increases suspicion among rival nations. The cost is secrecy exposed, but perhaps that too is part of the plan. Perhaps the discovery itself is intentional, a warning to adversaries that China is not merely building, but building with a purpose. As we journey further into this mystery, we begin to realize that the desert is more than just sand. It is a stage, a chessboard, where each structure is a move, each mock-up is a message, and each hidden bunker is a silent declaration of intent. These deserts hold the potential blueprints of future wars, battles that may never happen but are rehearsed endlessly in preparation. The quiet emptiness hides thunder, and the world may only hear it when it is too late. The deeper one looks, the stranger it becomes. Satellite photos have shown enormous grids that some believe are used to calibrate spy satellites. Others suggest they are giant radar test zones, designed to reflect signals in ways that confuse enemy surveillance. Some patterns look like mazes, others like enormous QR codes stamped into the desert floor. The precision is shocking. These are not crude drawings, they are engineered with mathematical accuracy, hinting at purposes beyond simple military rehearsal. Could they be tools for developing advanced navigation systems? Could they be part of testing cyber-physical warfare where space, signals, and weapons all intertwine? The desert may never reveal its answers directly, but the questions multiply with every new discovery. As we imagine walking through these places, the eeriness is overwhelming. Empty roads lead to nowhere, yet they are perfectly paved. Long runways stretch across miles, yet no planes are seen taking off. Buildings stand alone, windowless and silent, almost like shells waiting to be activated. You might see the outline of a ship etched into the sand, larger than a football field, but it's not a ship, only a target. The silence presses down on everything, a silence so heavy it almost feels like the desert itself is keeping secrets on behalf of its creators. All of this forces us to confront the ultimate conclusion: China's deserts are not empty wastelands. They are laboratories of power, rehearsal grounds for conflict, and monuments to ambition. The exterior shows us strange sights that should not exist. The interior hides advanced systems we may never fully uncover. The performance is about mastering the art of destruction. The safety is about containing the risks while unleashing greater dangers. The unique selling point is secrecy combined with audacity. And the price, both in money and politics, is a bill that echoes across the entire world. So what is China hiding in its desert? The answer is simple: the future. A future where wars may be won before they are fought, where enemies are destroyed in simulation long before they ever set sail, and where the silence of the desert speaks louder than the noise of battle. China's desert is a mirror, showing us not only what one nation is preparing, but what the future of warfare itself may look like, hidden, rehearsed, and waiting. And that, my friends, is the chilling mystery buried in the sands.